Today we'll be taking a look at this ChefWave soy milk maker. It can make a lot of other stuff as well, but I'm using it primarily to make soy milk. As you may or may not know, making soy milk is extremely tedious, from straining the raw juice to cleaning up afterward. Shockingly, this thing can do it all. It can make soy milk, then self-clean, all by itself. This is not the first machine on the market that can do it all. There's the Nama N1, but that's about $450. This ChefWave is about $200. Sometimes you can find it as low as $160. We'll see how long it will last as I make soy milk at least twice a week. The unit comes pretty much assembled. Here you got a glass container, the cover, and underneath there is a magnet. It acts as a sensor for the machine to stop if for whatever reason you take the cup out while it's making milk. So if you accidentally break the glass or lost it, then you can always replace it with something that's square and put a magnet underneath. There's the waste bin, because once it cleans itself, it spits out all of the waste here. It's clean water. I mean, you can drink it if you want. It doesn't taste that good, but you can certainly drink it as there are no chemicals used to clean the unit. There is also a magnet to let it know if the waste bin is there or not. Behind is a plastic container. You can take it out and then fill it up with water. I usually fill it a little past 20 fluid ounces. Make sure that it's up to this level for it to self-clean, and you'll see later on why. Pops right in. Here's a gallon of milk for size comparison so you can see how big or how small it is. I would say it's about 2 gallons of milk stacked together side by side. On top of the unit, there's only 2 buttons. 1, 2. This is the power button and everything else is touch screen. Press this to eject. Then you can put in beans or whatever you want. There's 4 blades within. I have no idea how to replace it. Hopefully we don't have to replace it anytime soon. Put your beans in, close it, and press the power button to select your type of beans as well as how much water. This is the outlet for steam. Make sure that this is inserted in, but not all the way. You can see that there's a hole still open for steam to come out. So don't try to press it all the way and cover that hole. You can't do it anyway. And obviously make sure that this is in. Otherwise, water will be spilling out all over the place. You can see the hole right there. That's how it goes. Don't try to press it all the way down. Here it is one more time with the gallon of milk for a size comparison. Let's get started by filling this container up with clean water, up to the 20 fluid ounces mark. I don't recommend using regular tap water. Those have minerals that can clog the tiny tubes of this machine over time. You can see how I installed this reverse osmosis system in this previous video. You can fill it over the limit as well. It's not a big deal. Included in the package is this small measuring cup to fill with whatever beans you want. Here I have rock hard, raw soybeans. I'm only filling it halfway, and you can control the density of the milk by halfway or all the way to the top. Most of the time I fill it halfway because I like my soy milk not super dense. I guess you can make it dense and then add more water later on to dilute the milk once it is done. After about 4 hours or so, this is what it looks like. It's much softer and bigger. Now, supposedly, you don't need to soak it with water. You can just pour it directly into a machine like so. But I think that would definitely affect the longevity of the machine. This is why I always soften my beans. We got water in the back container already. Everything aligns. You don't have to do any guesswork. It aligns perfectly flush like that. Plug the unit in for power. The cord is about 3 feet long. Let's open this up and start loading it with whatever beans that you want. I've always strained my soybeans. It's time to load them up. Whatever you do, do not add more water. By the way, if this video is helpful, please consider subscribing and liking the video. This lets YouTube know my video is indeed helpful and will recommend to others like yourself. Close it. It will make a solid clicking sound. When it gets power, you'll see that there are a bunch of options appearing on the screen. It's pretty slick how the touch screen is flushed, very easy to clean. Select our bean type. You have a bunch of options. We're going to select the soy option. The volume at 20 or 10. We're going to select 20 because that's how many ounces we want to make. And then press on Start. The machine starts the whole process by filling up with water. At this point, you can walk away and come back 16 minutes later to some fresh soy milk. At the 12-minute mark, it starts grinding, spinning, and this thing can be very loud. I wouldn't try to do this in the middle of the night if you have neighbors. They would think you are doing construction work with a drill. How loud is it? Here's a phone with a noise meter app. At 3 feet away, you can see that the decibel is about 60. Sometimes you're seeing spikes because I am talking or my kids are yelling in the background. Remember about the hole earlier in the video? That's definitely needed to vent some of the steam coming out. At the 10-minute mark, it is spinning a lot faster. The motor will start and stop occasionally. The noise level is still averaging at 60 decibels. At the 4-minute mark, that's when the soy milk starts coming out. When it's done, you'll hear about 10 slow beeps. The cleaning process starts automatically with a new timer of 7 minutes to go. It's pretty slick that you don't have to touch anything from the start to finish. 16 minutes to make 20 ounces of soy milk and another 7 minutes for it to self-clean. That's water level right now, plenty of water for it to clean itself. The last 3 minutes can be pretty loud, up to 65 decibels. When it's done, it will beep 10 times. Looking at the water level, we still have some water left in the back container. If there is not enough water below a certain threshold, then the cleaning process will stop. So that's why I always fill it up past the 20 fluid ounces level. That's one way to be sure it can self-clean, without me being there to add more water. When all is said and done, you are left with this waste bin. You can drink this water if you want. I mean, there's not much waste in it. Most of the pulp have been pulverized in the process. The result is super nutritious. As it cools down, there will be a little layer of soy on the top. You can remove it or eat it. Underneath is really good soy milk. I don't know if you can see the consistency of it, but it's a little bit thick, and I drink every bit of it because the blender does such a good job of pulverizing everything. If there is any bits, I don't feel it in the soy milk whatsoever. This machine is shockingly good for the price. Usually it's $200. Sometimes you can find it as low as $150. All this pure soy milk without any chemicals, no even sugar. Don't forget to press this button to let it air dry. Here we can see that everything is super clean. It's pretty nice that you don't have to clean anything. You don't have to touch anything. All you have to do is throw out the waste bin, drink it, or water your plants with it. Our soy milk is ready to serve and enjoy. You should know that this is very hot, and that's a good thing because that means it's been pasteurized. Killed a lot of bacteria. If you put this in the fridge, it should last for at least 5 days before getting spoiled. Alright, hopefully you found this video helpful. I really appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and thanks for watching.